The Treaty of Purandar was signed in 1665. After the treaty was signed, Jai Singh suggested to Shivaji that he should go to Agra and see the emperor. Shivaji knew that the emperor could not be trusted. Shivaji decided to take the risk and face the situation. Putting his trust in Jai Singh, Shivaji left for Agra to visit the emperor. Before leaving for Agra, Shivaji handed over the administration of Swaraj to his mother Jijabai and took her blessings. With him were his son Sambhaji Raje, some chosen Sardars, and a few trusted people. He also carried with him a large treasure. In due course, he reached Agra. On a pre-arranged day, Shivaji Maharaj attended the emperor's darbar. Young Sambhaji Raje accompanied him. It was Aurangzeb's 50th birthday. After finishing his court in Diwan-e-Khas, the emperor entered the hall. In front of him stood his chief Sardars in serial ranks, according to their status. The emperor put Shivaji in one of the back rows. Shivaji became angry. After all, he was the king of the sovereign state of Maharashtra, and his status demanded that he should be in the front rank. This was a deliberate insult which he would not suffer lying down. Angry and insulted, he returned his back on the royal presence and made for his residence. Aurangzeb ordered guards to be posted around Shivaji's residence. Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Raje thus became, for all practical purposes, the emperor's prisoners. Shivaji understood the emperor's treachery. He realized that the emperor would never let him return to Maharashtra. Days and weeks passed. Then one day, Shivaji Maharaj petitioned to the emperor for permission to return to Maharashtra. He tried again and again, but every time his request was turned down. Then Shivaji Maharaj made up his mind to escape from the emperor's clutches. The only persons left him with now were Sambhaji Raje and the two servants Hiroji Farzand and Madari Mettar. Soon after Shivaji Maharaj pretended to be ill, he complained of severe pain in the stomach. Doctors were called. They started treating the patient. Shivaji started sending out huge baskets of sweets to sadhus and maulavis for his quick recovery. In the beginning, the guards outside would examine the baskets. In the course of time, they got tired of this daily routine and stopped it. One evening, Shivaji made Hiroji sleep in his bed and asked Madari to massage his feet. Then Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Raje hid themselves in two of the many baskets that were going out. The baskets were supposed to contain sweets and allowed to pass unchecked. At a place previously fixed, Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Raje got out of the baskets. Their faithful servants were waiting for them with horses kept ready for flight. The emperor came to know of Shivaji's escape the next day. He was wild with rage. His Sardars were frightened. The emperor sent spies all over the country to trace Shivaji. Shivaji Maharaj started towards Maharashtra. He left young Sambhaji Raje behind in a safe place at Mathura and in due course reached Rajgarh. Jijamata was overjoyed to see Shivaji safe and back. 2 months later, Sambhaji Raje also arrived safely at Rajgarh. In this way, with great skill and daring, Shivaji gave the slip to the emperor and returned to the safety of his kingdom. This was in the year